Cunningham's head. Straight to Filipescu. One back by Houghton. Pushing by Filipescu. Free kick to Ireland.
You know, Steve, we can't overemphasise how well young Connolly's doing up front for us. He's only a small guy, but he's battling away. His runs have been excellent, and the timing of his runs have been particularly good. There he goes again. He's linking everything together and having a particularly good game for us, which is nice to see.
Gary Kelly, and the free kick won by that push in the back on Ray Houghton. So, position of some danger for the Romanian defence. Chance for Ireland to get players forward. Ian Hart has come up. Roy Keane has moved into the box. And again, all 11 yellow shirts of Romania back behind the ball. That's Mark Kennedy placing, Gary Kelly in fact placing the ball. There's Andy Townsend, Ray Houghton standing over it. Even Steve Thornton has joined the attack here. He's in the D. Gary Kelly to chip it over. Looking for Kenny Cunningham, and it's cleared away. Here's Dennis Irwin. And all the way back to Kelly. A lot of green shirts have stayed forward, and they've stayed onside as well. That long kick from Kelly straight through to Bogdan Spera. Dobosh. Popescu. Prodan to Hagi. Muntiano back to Hagi. Popescu inside him, the number 6. We run from Petrescu forward. And Staunton can clear. Connolly to chase after this one. Out comes Stela, has to head it. And Prodan finds Popescu. Back to Prodan. Filipescu. Spili looking for Moldovan. Mark Kennedy's header. Game going through a scrappy phase. Both sides giving it away. Both teams too playing very cautiously when the other has the ball.
I think the scrappy phase is suiting us a lot better than them. We're quite prepared to scratch and to work away and to battle, where we expected a much more fluid performance from the Romanians.
Staunton. Connolly was pulled back there. Referee didn't see it. Filipescu. Nicely taken on his body by Moldovan. Goes back by Hart to Kelly. What a pace on that one. Put Kelly under pressure, but cool work by the Irish. Hart finding Staunton, and here's Keane in some space.
It's good play from the Irish team. Very good defender from Ian Hart.
Dennis Irwin finds Ray Houghton. And he's dispossessed by Dobosh. Billy tackled strongly by Townsend, who won the ball but gave away the free kick right under the nose of the referee. That kind of physical challenge obviously doesn't agree with referee Mario van der Ende from Holland.
A tremendous tackle from Andy Townsend, and that's what we need. He's putting himself about in there. They don't fancy that. None of the Continentals fancy that sort of tackling. And yet, it was barely a foul. He won the ball.
Filipescu. Petrescu on the right touchline. Goes inside instead to Popescu. And little Georgie Hagi taking on Houghton. Two of the more experienced players tonight. Nicely played. Muntiano. Cross towards Petrescu as a free header. And a shot from Moldovan, which he couldn't keep on target. But that just shows you one moment, and the Irish defence unhinged. That was a good chance.
That is the problem. You'll see here that Mark Kennedy is the guy, is our player who lost his man. If we lose our concentration for one split second, they're capable of breaking us down. Up to now, everybody, particularly across the back, is concentrated, and we haven't made mistakes. The likes of Mark Kennedy, when he's defending, must act as a total defender. Forget about his forward duties.
Several of the Irish substitutes warming up on the far touchline. Terry Phelan, Tony Cascarino, Gary Breen. And this free kick for Ireland to be taken by Dennis Irwin. Keane has moved into the box. Connolly, Kennedy and Andy Townsend also there. Romanians trying to play the offside game. And the two centre-backs just about getting it away, but straight to Ian Hart. And offside against Gary Kelly, I think. And maybe also Dave Connolly. Free kick to Romania. Dobosh to Filipescu. As we look at the replay of the offside.
We did, in fact, have both players offside on that particular incident.
Throw down. Now cut out by Houghton. Ireland breaking up the Romanian passing game very effectively indeed. And after good interception by Petrescu, we find Filipescu. Mark Kennedy would have been through there had Petrescu not covered. Silimic. Hagi. Tackled by Townsend, but he gets away from him. Silimic kept running. Chip forward. Looking for Muntiano. Comes down for the Romanian, and it's 1-0 against the run of play, but that's the concentration we were talking about. Adrian Illy, the Galatasaray forward, has put Romania ahead. His second goal for his country in his 13th cap. Brilliantly taken, it has to be said, but poor defending.
You'll see on that replay that Ian Hart won the ball so easily that he was trying to knock it down to one of his own players. It's just a misplaced header. Instead of a clearance, which would have been a header maybe 20, 30 yards, he tried to knock it down to one of his own players, misplaced the header, and that's what happens. We go one down. Here you see him, I think it's Ray Houghton he's trying to knock it down to. Misplaces it, but that's a superb finish from the Romanian.
Yes, Romania ahead, and that's brought the crowd to their feet. All the good work by the Irish in the first 32 minutes or so mean absolutely nothing now. And it's going to be a completely different atmosphere to the match from here on in. Yellow card there against Dennis Irwin for that tackle. So Dennis Irwin becomes the third player on the field so far holding a card. And the goal scorer, the man who felt that, Adrian Illy, 23-year-old, plays with Galatasaray in Turkey. And here's the incident again.
Yeah, it was a free kick.
Very late. The referee didn't have much choice there.
You know, it's amazing after over half an hour the Romanians haven't really created a chance, and yet they've gone a goal in front.
And they had a free kick which they took and was cleared by Ireland. Yes, just before the goal was scored, Ireland had shown a lapse in concentration in defence, and at this level you just can't afford it. Mark Kennedy running it back from Petrescu, but the foot was high, and the free kick given to Romania. Just 10 minutes to the break. No doubt there won't be any major changes up to half-time, and then maybe Mick McCarthy can consider his options. But it just goes to show those couple of half chances that Ireland had earlier in the game, how important it is to take those. Instead of being a goal up, we find ourselves one in the rears and with a real mountain to climb. And there's another yellow card against an Irish player. It's Gary Kelly this time who's been given the yellow card. So in quick succession, goal on 33 minutes by Illy, and two bookings, one against Irwin, one against Gary Kelly. And Romania all of a sudden in charge of this match.
I think it could be to do with a lot of frustration from Gary Kelly. I am a great admirer of Gary Kelly as an attacking fullback, but he's receiving the ball as a forward, and it's something that he's not used to. He's out on the touchline, he's receiving the ball with his back to their goal instead of running onto it. And if any of the players look misplaced, he surely does.
And here come Romania again. The goal scorer Ili finds Moldovan. Spread wide by Munteanu to Selimesh. Munteanu, Popescu. Dobosh. Bodan. And Filipescu in some space. And tackled by Keane, but he gets away from him. And here's Filipescu with the shot, which never troubled Alan Kelly. But more space for the Romanians, very noticeable there. Maybe the Irish just dropping a little bit deeper now since they gave away the goal, which is always the inclination.
There's Gary Kelly now aside of him, and I would much prefer to see him breaking onto the ball as a right full or as a right-sided midfield player even. But to receive the ball as a front player is particularly difficult for a defender.
And he can't keep it in play. Throw in to Ireland. Oh, to Gary Kelly. Hooked on for David Connolly. Tried to turn inside his man. And won the free kick. This referee is very particular about physical challenges, especially from behind. And that certainly didn't look like any more like a free kick than some of the ones that Ireland have given away. But the chance for Ireland to get forward. Mark Kennedy placing the ball. You can see all the players forward, including Hart and Staunton. And it comes out for Ray Houghton, who has Keane to his left. Straight onside, looking for the angle for a shot. And here's Houghton. And it might break for Townsend. Back to Keane once more. Gary Kelly. Cross looking for Dave Connolly, but Scala saw it coming and held it comfortably. Hagi. Selimesh to Ili. And the flag raised. The throw into the Irish. Movement for Dennis Irwin. Gary Kelly. Hampton back to Irwin. Gary Kelly and pressure from Selimesh. And the Romanian player went through there on Dennis Irwin, who, as you can see, is feeling the pain of that challenge. What's the referee going to do here? Certainly writing something in his notebook. And let's hope it wasn't Irwin who was the guilty party, because he's already been booked. And he certainly isn't moving towards a Romanian player, though there is one of them down injured. Can't quite see who the Romanian player involved was. Yes, it's Hagi. And the referee waiting until he's received his attention before he gives him a yellow card. Hasn't been a dirty game, and yet here we are, 40 minutes into the game, and we've got 3 yellow cards. Very strange.
Just smiling there at the referee. This is the incident here now. I don't think there was anything at all in that. 2 players going for the ball, but the way yellow cards are being flashed nowadays, you're not surprised to see them come out.
Petrescu wins it back to Romania. Filipescu tackled by Roy Keane. And Hagi rejoins the action. Romania back to 11 men. Ian Hart. Looking for Staunton. Header from Petrescu, helped on by Filipescu. Moldovan. And he kept running to receive the return pass from Ili. And the early ball, which Alan Kelly gathered with some ease, though he was under quite a lot of pressure there. And here's Staunton. Connolly making a darting run to try and keep onside, but just went a moment too soon. He did well, but the defender knew what he was about and just left him the other side of him.
That's unlucky for the striker. He literally has to react in split seconds. And now and again, particularly when you're playing up front on your own. You've got to take those chances and say a prayer that you're going to be onside. The ball will come through just as you make your move.
Popescu. Nice kick, but he still finds Filipescu. Dobosh. Popescu. 8 World Cup goals already in this group. And Hagi with the arrogant flick that didn't come off. Houghton to Townsend. Connolly again pulled away well. Found some space. And he's got Gary Kelly going outside him. Goes inside instead to Townsend. Switch to Staunton. Staunton had his eyes on the goal there. A lot of green shirts in the box. He might have been better off to look for a cross or a pass there on the edge of the box. Popescu picking it up again from the centre backs. Dobosh back to Popescu. Filipescu. Throw down. Tackle from Gary Kelly. Throw into Romania. The lead blocked by Cunningham. Again, he stood his ground. Free kick given. Another dead ball situation that should favour a player like Hagi. Also near the ball, Munteanu. Big men moved up. Popescu, Filipescu. Connolly back to join the wall. Shot blocked by Connolly. Irish defence streaming out. And Staunton onto it. And this is Connolly. Townsend. Gary Kelly. And Connolly staying onside. And he gets to it first ahead of Stella. But cleared off the line by Daniel Prodan. Again, wonderful running by Connolly, who's a bit unlucky. Just couldn't get enough power into the header. And Ireland only have the 4th corner.
He was very unlucky there. There just wasn't enough pace on that ball.
Townsend's cross. Trying to find Cunningham. And Stella caught in no man's land. Another corner for the Irish. It doesn't matter when you're 1-0 down, but that's the 5th Irish corner. Only 2 to Romania so far. Staunton with it. Cleared by Petrescu. And Mark Kennedy doing well to win it back. Billy, the goal scorer, getting in his way, and Petrescu finds Filipescu. Some space to move into now for Romania. Moldovan with Cunningham and Staunton doing the defending. And Steve Staunton showing all the experience of his 67 caps in that moment. Irwin, Gary Kelly. Keane. Connolly underneath this one. Another good chest kill. Tackled by Popescu. And throw taken quickly to Ray Houghton. Good cross looking for Mark Kennedy. Stella in charge. And we're well into time added on for injuries and stoppages at the end of this first half.
This hasn't been a bad first half from the Irish side, and for those people who knocked them before, they played with a lot of spirit, which is nice to see. They've given everything. Sure, they're going to go down, but overall it hasn't been a bad performance from this Irish team.
Keane pass astray. Irwin onto it. Gary Kelly in possession. Irwin continuing on the outside. Back to Houghton. Roy Keane. Townsend. Having a go. Testing Stella, who couldn't hold it. It's a good shot from Andy Townsend. That's the third Ireland they've had on target in this first half. A half where they certainly do not deserve to be 1-0 down.
This is a good strike from Andy, and it's one that the goalkeeper's hate. It bobbed just in front of him there, so he had to pick it on the up.
And there goes the final blast of the referee's whistle. From an Irish point of view, not a very successful first half when you consider the amount of play we had. Adrian Illy's goal after 33 minutes, giving Romania the lead, a lead they scarcely deserved. Let's hope we can see more from the Irish in the second half.